another relaxing video. And I'm in Bohemia, so I'm here with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And yes, the game is set in Bohemia, medieval time, 15th century. So I recently picked up this game. I have to admit that I haven't played the first one, and maybe I should have. So far I'm liking this game. It's quite nice, and so I wanted to make a video, but I would like to do it now. Well, instead of actually playing the game per se, I was thinking just to have a look around. So maybe exploring a bit Troskowitz, the village that I'm in now. Maybe going for a walk, for a stroll in the countryside, admiring the beauties, the landscape, and the beautiful landscape and Bohemia, basically. So, well, in case you don't know, so if you haven't played the first game or you didn't pick up this one as well, so this is a game, roleplay game, and it tries to depict quite accurately, in a very accurate way, the life during the 14th century Bohemia. So, besides the houses, etc., but it also tries to replicate the way of living and how the people behaved and what were the customs of that time. And so, well, let's move around Troskowitz. So this village here, and we have to be careful because that's my dog, Mott. And you can also praise the dog. Who's a good dog? Has been a good dog. And you can only praise it from if you stay in front. Yeah, come here, boy. Well, you go through quite a bit of a quest line to actually get back your dog. So I won't spoil the game. Maybe I will just mention a couple of things that happened during the prologue, but nothing major, of course. And you can wash yourself, and it's actually quite important because people will judge you if you're dirty, and if you fight against someone, you cover yourself in blood, and people will notice that, because there's also a reputation system as well. Yeah, there's a reputation system, so your good deeds or bad deeds will be remembered and actually spread far and wide in this area. So your fame or infame will precede you. So it's actually quite a complex game, to be honest, and I like it actually. Of course, I never lived during the Middle Ages or in the 15th century Bohemia, but from the things you read when you study history, etc., it really feels you're in the Middle Ages here, and you're part of this time period. The things that people say, the way they behave, the fact that you have to follow certain customs, certain things, and the overall setting of these houses. We can go inside and have a look, even though every time you enter a house uninvited, impossible to unlock. And by the way, if they catch you doing these things, they will call the guards and with everything that actually follows. And you can pay your way out of prison, of course, from the pillory. Or you can fight, but the fighting against the guards is not recommended. And yeah. And so it's funny when, so this house is abandoned. Because there's a quest linked to this, oh, the dog. And so it's abandoned, so kind of went for the easy thing. But then if you enter a house uninvited, you get caught immediately and people will shoo you away. And if you don't go away, they get nervous. And then ultimately they will attack you. So use the tailor so you can, of course. And everything feels authentic in a sense. And this guy doesn't seem too happy. So for example, if I try to enter here, so you get the message you're in a private area. And then nobody comes. Oh, come on, really? No one is here. Well, they saw me and, yeah, I was dead. So now they get, yeah, they're you have no business here, so they literally, they chase me away. And yeah, if you don't go away, then things get a bit spicy. And the guards, here's one. Don't really, well, they come very quickly. So it's quite complex, so there's a reputation system. You can, and you can play, you can be stealthy, you can be a thief, or you can be a good guy, you can be a bad guy. But you have to do it in a proper way. So yeah, let's go around. So this is my horse. So let's have a look around. So let's go. Actually, let's go. Well, let's go north and let's go to Taco, and then maybe go back down and then reach here. I don't know. Zarejov. Oh, I don't know. But how do you pronounce these? Zarejov. I don't know. And they pronounce it during the game, of course. Comes. Yeah, I don't remember. Goes in on one side, it goes out the other side. So we go down here. And actually, you can follow the path, so you just, you just set the autopilot with your horse. And then let the horse go. You can go a bit faster if you want, but we're just taking it easy. And actually the countryside is beautiful. And I'm going the wrong direction. No, it's fine. I'm going here. It's beautiful. You have forests, you have lakes, you have ponds, you have fields, wheat fields, and you have villages, you have mud, you have animals, of course, you have castles. So yeah, the game tries to give a fair representation, or a good representation of Bohemia, of 15th century Bohemia, and how it was back then, I guess, but also how people lived back then. And honestly, it feels real to me. It feels really well done. So let's admire countryside, there's beautiful forests that of course are filled with boars and deers, but also wolves. I've fought already my good amount of wolves so far. And the game is not a fantasy game per se, so it's not like Skyrim in a sense that you have monsters and magic and strange creatures, etc. There's nothing like that. There are legends, of course, but there's people, good people, bad people, bandits, and you have nobles, aristocrats, you have peasants, you have beggars, and you have people trying just to survive the Middle Ages with all the wars and famine and bandits, as I mentioned. So basically you fight wolves, a lot of wolves, and you fight bandits and bad people in general. But you don't have to fight if you don't want to. So you can talk your way out of things, and depending how you assign your points and your character in general, you might be more diplomatic, you might have a charming personality, or you might be more of a warrior and or gain a point in horsemanship. So basically the more you do a thing, the more you improve your stats, your abilities. So it's from this point of view it's like Oblivion. So the more you exercise a certain aspect of your character, the more you improve. And so you have your dialogue options. I was saying that you can try to charm your way out of a thorny situation, or you try to maybe use your noble origins. It's not that you're noble, but you can pretend to be an aristocrat, high-ranking personality, or you might be a valorous and fierce warrior, so you can threaten people. But so far, actually it's funny, so far no one, well, almost no one has bought my bullshit. They all went, yeah, sure you are. When I tried to be quite, kind of trying to threaten them, or I tried to pretend to be a knight or a soldier, a fighter, a hero. They went, yeah, sure you are. Or a couple of times I tried to use my nobility, sort of, and they went, you, a noble? Yeah, right. Because it depends how you dress as well. So if you're dressed in rags and you're dirty, because you can get dirty, and you try to use the noble, let's say that the dialogue option that refers to being a noble or an aristocrat, it won't work. They will see through your truth. It will see through your lies. Oh, I'm lost, I guess. Where am I? So, I'm in Tarkov, yes, I'm in Tarkov. Well, let's lose ourselves in the countryside. The best way to explore an area is to just kind of lose yourself and end up in a dark corner surrounded by bandits, which is not that improbable in this game. So you can also fast travel, so the blue marks are various villages and points of interest. You can fast travel between them. And the thing is, you fast travel, but still you travel, so during the trip and the journey from one point to the other, you can still have a random encounter. And when you have the random encounter, then you have to decide if you want to, what you want to do. And usually, well, you can also flee and avoid it, but sometimes you can't, so you have to stop and see, well, what's going on. And most of the time it's actually a band of bandits. Could be 2 of them, sometimes 3, and you have to fight your way out of that situation. Where am I going? Wait, where the F I'm going? Well, I'm going on foot while my horse is at the village, but then I can call my horse in any moment, like like in The Witcher. You just whistle and the horse will appear out of nowhere. And yeah, the fighting of this game is a bit awkward, and they tried to give a sort of more technical feeling, not just spamming attack, 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 dodge, dodge, dodge. The fuck is that? So you can literally... Okay, am I going to be ambushed? I can butcher the horse. Okay, the dog has seen something. The dog is actually quite important, because the dog attacks, so it will fight with you. Oh, that's the bandit. Okay, I'm not going to fight, because the probability to die is quite high, but then you have to time your... yeah, okay, I'm going to get attacked. Well, I can still hide and go away, so stealth is a thing. So if they don't see you, if they don't hear you, you're fine. But then it all depends what you're wearing. So I'm wearing high heavy armor, but then you have multiple attires. So this is my ninja dress. So if I want to steal something, especially during the night, I'm wearing this. It's all very light garments, dark, so don't make much noise. Noise 23 is very low. This one, noise 100, but it's my normal attire when I just go around. Okay. Okay, the bandit. I don't want to fight. I mean, I'm quite strong in the end, because I also have a nice axe that I've found. I won't spoil anything, but it's a sort of a nice quest line to get a very good axe. And then you have to repair it as well. So this one, adorned axe. So I do quite a bit of damage. And I have my shield as well. So I usually have problems with multiple multiple enemies. So you can't just spam attack, attack, attack. You have to be very methodic and you have to parry. And then you parry and do the riposte. And then you have your stamina, so you can't really spam attack anyway. So yeah, it's a bit of a complex thing, and yeah, it's alright. Not a big fan, but it's not that awful. From what I understood, the first game, the combat in the first game was even worse, so this one it's better, even though it's not great either. So that's that. But let's... oh, there's some smoke over there. What have we got over there? Well, this is the Gamekeeper. So I did a couple of quests, actually, more than a couple of quests for him. And yeah, so since, well, this game is very grounded in reality, let's say, so you don't have monsters, you don't have fantastic and exotic beasts or whatever. So sometimes some quests are quite mundane. So for example, in the beginning I was caught in a dispute between two villages. One was Takov, this one, and the other one was Selezhov. I think it's Selezhov. And the dispute was about a piece of land, I think this one, that they were... so each village thought that they had the full ownership of that piece of land, and so they were kind of pulling pranks, very heavy-handed pranks to one another, and I was instrumental in pulling those pranks. So I was actually fighting for both sides. So I was doing one prank for one village, and then I was helping the other to get back to the first one and pull the prank as a retaliation to the prank that was just pulled. And it was always me. It was always me. But then you have the chance to settle things if you want. Because I think the way I understood, so there's a way you can solve the problem and settle things in a sort of a Solomonic way, finding who really has the property, the ownership of the field, or rather how the field was split between the two villages. Or you can just side with one village and participate to a mass brawl. I understood. Participate to a mass brawl and kick the shit out of the counterpart, basically. But I tried to be the good guy, so I found a way to solve the issue without the mass brawl. Okay, bandits. I tried to avoid, because in theory this should be just a relaxing stroll in the countryside, but that includes bandits. So if I go through here, I should be able to pass without being noticed, I think. You can't swim. You can go a bit in the water, but not too far. You can't really swim. And I found a fishing spot. Okay. And I found a fisherman. Okay, this guy doesn't like my presence, but at least doesn't attack me. So let's move on. And the depiction of the countryside, I think it's actually quite good. It's very realistic. All these bones, they are as you expect them to be. So that the water here, for example, you see this green thing when you have a bone that the water doesn't move too much. So it forms that layer of kind of well, it's an herb, or it's a sort of a, yeah. So it forms when the water doesn't really flow. It's actually, yeah, it's very good. I think the overall and below here should be up there, yeah, because I tried to avoid the bandits, and the dog is having as well. No, doesn't really give a shit. Okay. So yeah, the quests are quite mundane sometimes. Sometimes are more serious and dramatic. And who's this guy? Doesn't look like a bandit. And he will be a bandit. Under the bridge. Karl von Unterburg. Okay. Interesting. I never went under the bridge, so I found a guy. Okay, I'll have to remember and come back and see what this guy wants. Some quests are more, yeah, as I said, a bit more dramatic and serious. And one thing I've noticed that you have rarely, well, first of all, you have rarely the classic go fetch type of quest. They're all quite complex, first of all. Secondly, you really have just one quest, in a sense, one quest. So when you pick up a quest, it's very likely that the quest will have a follow-up, a second part and a third part, maybe a fourth part. So it's not just do this thing for me and that's it. Sometimes it implies also having a continuation of the quest. So it is yeah, all the quests are quite complex in general. And now below here, actually, I could use a fast travel, but the fast travel, yeah, will send me there. Let's go through that. Well, I wanted to have a stroll in the countryside. Let's have a stroll in the countryside, more in the swamp, but whatever. Let's see, can I cross here? Yes, I cross the swamp. So I find this. So if you look at the top right, there's I discovered a nest. So far, I don't know what to do with it, and I'm drowning. I don't know what to do with all those nests. I think I should be able to get the eggs, but I never tried, and to be honest, I can't see where they are on the tree. So whatever. So my map is filled with nests, but they're just cluttering my map. Don't do anything. We had a nice stroll in the swamp. So I've showed you some fields, I've showed you those swamp, I've showed you the mosquitoes, and a nice stream here. Actually, it's, as I said, the depiction of the countryside and everything is so realistic that it's a beauty just to go around, explore, reveal the map, reveal the map little by little. discover new areas and see how they are. And we have arrived. This is a sort of an establishment, so there's a tavern. You can also rest for the night. And by the way, you can't just sleep anywhere you want. You need to find a bed. So yeah, you have your bed officially, but then either you sleep at a tavern, or there are some like this camp by the road. Otherwise, you can't enter someone's house and sleep. They will catch you immediately, wake you up, and then shoo you away, and you have to go, otherwise they will call the guards and attack you, whatever. So yeah. And you have the baths here. Oh, the baths are fantastic. So the baths here are important because the bathhouse, well, it's in the name. You can bath. Have a bath. It's important to have a bath, to be clean, for for the reasons that I mentioned before. So you can clean yourself very quickly here, but they want to get you fully clean, and then at some point you have to, you will smell, etc. So you have to have a bath. And the bathhouse, it will give you a full service, and full service means, oh come on, yeah, you will get a full service from one of the girls. And full service is full service, but you have to pay. You have to pay for the happy ending, basically. But it's worth it, because you will get the buff. You will get the buff. It doesn't cost too much. And you can make money quite easily in the game. You just rob the bandits, basically. You kill the bandits, take their stuff and sell it. And some bandits have money as well. Groschen. That's the currency. So you make money quite easily. But you can also make money by being a craftsman. So you can but you can be a blacksmith. I think you can also cook and sell. Anyway, you can sell your wares. You can make armor, you can make weapons, you can sell them. And this is not my horse, it's very close, but it's not my horse. But I don't do that. And the simulation of when you know what happened here? Traffic jam. Okay, I'm not an expert of carts and stuff, but my feeling is that these horses should face the other way around, because I don't think it's working this way. I'm not an expert though. Charcoal burner. Yeah, I don't want to teach anyone his own job, but yeah, these horses should face the other way. Doesn't work this way. Whatever. So you can actually, to a certain extent, I think you can live a sort of a medieval simulation, because then the game forces you to sleep at some point, eat. So you can't go for too long without eating and sleeping. Then you can brew your potions and concoctions. There's some alchemy. And the simulation regarding blacksmithing is quite thorough as well. So, to a certain extent, you can also forget about the you have to have a bath every now and then. That's, yeah, you have to. Doesn't cost much. So, yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, you can live the medieval life simulation instead of just following the main storyline and well, solve, not solve, but reach the end of the story. Actually, look at the view here. It actually is quite nice. Oh, the dog. Where's the dog? What are you doing there? So when you level up, you can get some perks for your character here. So you have your stats, main stats, classic, secondary stats, and also skills. So Handmaster, actually I have so Handmaster is your dog. So basically I've picked them all already. So I'm just missing these 3. So for example, strange dogs won't react to you, or you've taught Mutt, is my dog, to create a ruckus and draw attention to himself. Or when sleeping in the wilderness, your dog keeps you warm. The bed quality will therefore increase by 20%, but not exceed 50%. And actually I gave my dog quite a few perks that basically my dog is fantastic when we fight. My dog can take out 1 or 2 enemies if they're not much stronger, of course. But he's a beast. My dog is a beast. Surprise. Head start. Okay, this is for my horse. Right, as your enemy much more than before. Okay. Your horse will consume stamina 5% or so lower when galloping. Oh yeah, that's actually quite good. Tremble. If you charge into someone with a horse, their morale will drop significantly, and they will suddenly be an easier opponent unless they run for the hills. And yes, of course, because you can, during a fight, they can also, if you're really strong, your opponent might yield and say, I yield, don't kill me. And of course I kill them, especially if they're bandits. I'm just merciless. I kill all the bandits. I need to loot them. That's how I make money. And let's call my horse. That is not come on. What the fuck? Yeah, this is very similar to The Witcher. Your horse appearing out of nowhere. Okay, let's follow the path. It's a beautiful day in Bohemia. Well, to be honest, so if you don't know where Bohemia is, it's Central Europe. It's in the Prague region, so in the current Czech Republic. So Central Europe, more central than that you can get. So it's between Germany and Poland, south of Poland, southeast of Germany. And I've never been there, never been to Czech Republic, never been to Prague, but if the region is anywhere near if that region, the Bohemia, is anywhere near, or if this depiction of Bohemia is close to reality, it must be beautiful, beautiful region, especially during spring, I guess, spring, summer, probably spring if there's so many, well, trees and meadows. Spring should be beautiful, as well as probably early autumn, September, October, I guess. Europe, I guess. Where are we, by the way? Okay, we're going to Celestial. Ah, yeah. The other village that I pulled a prank, a couple of pranks, yeah. One was a bit difficult to do. I almost got caught. Well, actually I got caught, but I killed the servant. He was trying to stop me, and I said, oh, fuck it. And I just knocked him on the head. And then I took the body and I hidden the body in the bushes. It went kind of alright. They didn't accuse me of murder. They kind of knew that I pulled the prank, but it didn't cause too much trouble for me. So here we are. I don't know what to do with these, to be honest. Don't know what to do. And they just work, so not all NPCs have dialogue, it's just some that just for show. But yeah, it's actually a very good game. The story is quite interesting, as I said. A bit complex as well. And the medieval simulation is done pretty well. So I should have played the first one. The funny thing is that the first one, I have the first one as well because it's a nice orchard. Because it was given for free during the winter sale on Epic, in the Epic store during the Christmas period 2024, so last year. And I got the game, but I never came around to play it, and I went direct to the second. And I should have played the first one, but I might go back to the first one. The second one is a sequel, so it references some events of the first one, but I think it spoils a bit the story, but it's not it's not that big spoilers, I suppose. So I might do the other way around. I play this and then I go back to the first one to better understand some motivations of the protagonist. The protagonist is the same guy, Henry. So, but yeah, so this is Kingdom Come Deliverance too. And I hope you enjoyed a bit of the vistas and the countryside and my mutt, the dog, and the beautiful Bohemia. And I might do some more videos about Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm still in the early phase of the game, kind of. I think I'm closing the first chapter, the first act of the game. So I have one move to make, one quest to complete, and I think the game will move on to the second chapter, second act, kind of thing. So I think at some point you also visit the city. I think there's a city somewhere. I haven't found it yet. Maybe down here, don't know. Or maybe then you go in the fortress. Maybe then you can have access to the fortress, or maybe to the castle. Yeah, Trotsky Castle, maybe. No idea. So yeah, when I'll get there, maybe I will do another one. Not sure if you want to see, or if you want to see more countryside. Of the countryside, more of Bohemia, and going around a bit more in the villages, or here, along the ponds, or maybe here, it's more of a rocky area, mountains, or just going around the forest and maybe have a close encounter with a couple of wolves. Well, not only a couple, usually a pack of 4 or 5 wolves. Well, you will let me know. You will let me know. And for now, from Bohemia, I think we're all right. I think we can close the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this relaxing and refreshing stroll in the countryside. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other relaxing videos. Also, I'd like to thank all my coffee supporters, and if you want to support me as well, the link to my page is in the description. And until next time, take care and stay relaxed. Bye bye.